Everyone has their own taste in manga, and each person has their favorite series. But what actually makes a series good? Is it the connection you feel with the characters, caring about their achievements and struggles? Or is it the artwork with its beautiful details that draw you in? In this video, I will be discussing Tokyo Revengers by breaking it down into 4 key elements that I believe define a good series: the plot, the characters, the world building, and the art. Remember, this is just my opinion, so let's agree to disagree, and I will try my best to be as spoiler-free. If you would like your favorite series to be discussed as well, then feel free to subscribe and comment it down below. And now, let's get started. Tokyo Revengers is a manga series written and illustrated by Ken Wakui. It follows Takemichi Hanagaki, a 26-year-old who finds out on the news that his former girlfriend from high school, Hinata, has been killed by the Tokyo Manji gang. One day, he is waiting at the station. He gets pushed in front of a train, but instead of dying, he travels 12 years back into the past. Realizing he has a chance to change the future, Takemichi decides to infiltrate in the gang and climb its ranks, determined to save Hinata and prevent the tragic events from happening. A story cannot be told without any characters. It's as simple as that. They are a key element to keep the plot, the world building, and everything around it thriving. But what are characters really? And what makes them considered good? A character is a person, an animal, or an object or a thing presented as a person in a narrative. And what makes a character defined as good is that there is a rich backstory coming into play. Their strength, their flaws, as well as their growth, which we can all sum it up as character development. Good character development involves showing growth and change in response to events, making the character relatable and believable. The consistency in their behavior and dialogue, along with unique traits and meaningful interactions, obviously add depth. A well-developed character in this case should have a clear role in the story and engage with the audience with their actions and decisions. By combining all of these elements, character development enhances the narrative or the plot and makes the character memorable. And when it comes to the characters in Tokyo Revengers, they are compelling for several reasons. They undergo significant development, making them relatable and engaging. For example, Takemichi Hanagaki starts as a timid, self-doubting individual but evolves into a determined and courageous leader, driven by his desire to protect his loved ones and change the future. Each character has a unique personality and backstory, adding depth to the narrative. Mikey, the leader of the Tokyo Manji gang, is charismatic, strong, and yet struggles with personal losses and the burden of leadership, making him a fascinating character. The character's relationship and interactions are emotionally charged and realistic as well. The bond between Mikey and Draken showcases a deep friendship built on mutual respect and loyalty, highlighting the importance of the camaraderie in the story. Also, other characters often face morally complex situations, making their choices and actions unpredictable. Kisaki Teta, for example, is an antagonist with a well-crafted, intricate plotline that reveals his motivations and the length he will go through to achieve his goals, adding another interesting layer of intrigue to the story. But the characters also deal with real-life issues such as bullying, loss, and the search of identity. Hinata Tachibana, the ex of Takemichi, serves as a motivating force for him, symbolizing hope and the possibility of a better future, making her an essential part of this entire journey. All of these elements make the characters in Tokyo Revengers memorable to the story's appeal. And that's why the plot of Tokyo Revengers stands out, because it combines the strong characters, complex relationships, moral dilemmas, themes of redemption, and the high stakes. Takemichi's journey to save Hinata and his friends drives the story. He grows from a passive bystander to an active player in the gang world, making his quest both personal and impactful. His determination shows how personal change can shape events. The relationship between characters, like the bond between Mikey and Draken, add depth and create important subplots. These dynamics, for example, influence Takemichi's choices and make the story more engaging. Because the story is full of moral complexities, Takemichi faces tough decisions and conflicts with antagonists like Kisaki, whose scheming adds suspense and challenges. And this makes the plot have moral ambiguity, which keeps the plot unpredictable and interesting. The themes of redemption and growth are really central to the story. Takemichi's efforts to correct the past mistakes and inspire change highlight the possibility of personal transformation and importance of perseverance. Each decision that he makes in the past has significant consequences for the future, adding urgency and excitement. The high stakes makes the story gripping, with every choice having a big impact. And this is where the world building comes into place, which is very impressive. The manga gives a believable look at Tokyo's delinquent culture, showing the gang hierarchies, rituals, and honor codes. This makes the world feel real and immersive. The setting, from Tokyo streets to gang hideouts, are vividly described, making you feel like you are part of the story. The various gangs, for example, like Tokyo Manji Gang, are well developed with their own histories and rivalries. This complexity drives the plot even more, with changing alliances and conflicts keeping things dynamic. The time travel aspect element adds another layer to the story. The contrast between Takemichi's present and past show how characters and environments change over time. And this dual timeline enriches the story and allows for deeper exploration of the characters' backgrounds and motivations. The characters play a huge role in building the world. Takemichi's interactions with the gang members reveal different aspects of gang life and personal stakes. His influence on key characters like Mikey and Draken, and even Kisaki, show how individuals can shape their world. Characters like Mikey, Draken, and Hinata bring their own stories and motivations, making the world feel lived in and real. The ongoing conflicts between gangs, personal vendettas, and alliances add tension and excitement. These conflicts are not only physical but also emotional and even ideological, showing the complex nature of the characters being involved. The themes of loyalty, brotherhood, and redemption are really central to Tokyo Revengers. And again, the characters' dedication to their friends and their quest for redemption drives the story, adding more emotional weight. The art in Tokyo Revengers is a big part on why it is so appealing, and the characters really help to show off its strength. The characters are drawn with clear and expressive features that match their personalities and emotions. As mentioned before, Takemichi, for example, starts off looking timid and unsure, but he becomes more confident and determined over time. And with that, you feel more connected with him as he changes. The action scenes are dynamic and easy to follow. Characters like Draken, Bachi, Mikey, or Chifuyu are shown in powerful, agile poses that make their fights exciting to read. The settings are detailed and realistic, from the streets of Tokyo to the gang hideouts. And these backgrounds make you really feel like you're part of the story and also the world that they are living in. And what is beautiful is that the art captures a wide range of emotions. You can really see what the characters are feeling through their faces and body languages. For example, Hinata always looks kind and warm, which shows why she is so important to Takemichi, and especially Takemichi, who has been judged by the readers online for being such a crybaby. But he enhances this aspect of the art, adding even more emotional depth to the story, in my opinion. Yes, he does have a soft personality, and yes, he does cry often. But this does show that no matter what he is going through, he is still standing firm and doesn't budge on wanting to achieve his goals no matter what, which is eventually saving Hinata. What is also really cool is that each character has a unique style and look that matches their personality. The character design, like the gang uniforms or the individual outfits, add authenticity and flair. Izana, Mikey's leader attire, and Draken's tattoos and even the hairstyles make them stand out and are easy to remember, which makes the characters really unique on its own. And on a more theoretical note, the manga uses lighting and shading to create mood and tension. Darker scenes are with heavy shading, highlighting intense moments. while lighter scenes with soft shading show more peaceful tones. And also this helps to set the emotional tone of the story. The way characters interact are also really well drawn in my opinion, emphasizing the relationship and the dynamics within the gang and outside the gang. Group scenes are depicted with attention to how the characters relate to one another, adding more depth to the connections and the conflict. Overall, Tokyo Revengers is a manga that has been discussed from left to right. Despite all of those comments, I believe that this is a good series. I enjoy it very much and I think that you should give it a chance also. Let me know in the comments what your take is on Tokyo Revengers, and I see you all in my next video. Bye bye!